Welcome to The Communicator, your quick journey into the world of chemical engineering. I'm Samantha Wright-Vargas, AKE Corporate Events Chair. Whether you're a ChemE or just curious, join us as we make chemical engineering exciting and accessible. Time to catalyze some great conversations. Hey everyone, I'm Samantha Wright-Vargas and I'll be your host for The Communicator. Today we have a very special episode with some lovely ChemE seniors graduating in just a few weeks. Can everyone introduce themselves?
I'm Michael Chen.
I'm Wes Skiro.
I'm Virginia Village.
I'm Nadine Roxy.
I'm Simone Curry.
I'm Chloe Williamson.
Awesome, I'm so glad you guys could join us today. First off, I'm sure there's so much to reflect on from these past 4 years, but if your freshman self could see you now, what would they be most surprised by? Do you want to start again?
Oh no. Everyone's gonna answer. I don't know, probably just how much I don't care anymore. Like freshman year, I was still in the high school grind, AP. I was like an AP student, so I was actually doing work freshman year. But now it's just like, Edison does not care about us.
Like he does a lot.
Well, like the classes are so silly, goofy, and like it feels like since I have a job, it doesn't really matter.
But it's like you earned it, you know?
Yeah.
Because you put in a lot of work until
Until recently.
Yeah.
And that's why you can relax. Yeah.
Oh, is it me now? I've grown. I feel like my freshman self would be surprised at how much I've really grown as a person. I feel like. Oh yeah, I can see. You can laugh. It's okay. No. But really like being. Yeah, that too. But just I've come out of my shell a lot thanks to the people around me, and I think that's been a really big part of my experience, and that's how I got to know all these guys who are some of my closest friends. So, yeah.
Right? That's what I've
I think for me, probably like how great of people I have around me. I think I was really nervous my first semester, and like, I don't know, I was really nervous because I was far away from home. I had a couple people that I knew from high school that I was actually friends with, but I remember when I first met, like, these girls, especially, because, like, I think we all became a group in sophomore year. I love you guys. But really, I remember there was, like, an AKE event, maybe, I don't know, I think, I remember, freshman fall, like, meeting everyone and meeting you guys and being like, okay, I know that I haven't found my footing yet, but I feel like I will. And then, freshman spring, that really started to happen. Like, we started getting closer and everything. And I remember, like, running back after an AKE event to my roommate who was from my high school and being like, oh my god, I just made girlfriends in ChemE! Like, it was something that I didn't expect, and I just can't believe that we're still friends now.
That's awesome. Yay. But I agree. I feel like when I first came to college, I was like, I'm going to graduate early, and I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to get a job. But, spoiler alert, I didn't, but that's okay.
She's going to grad school. She's not jobless.
Oh, yeah. Thank God. But yeah, it was more of like I'm going to do the work and I'm going to get out of here. But then I ended up kind of wanting to stay more, especially after meeting like all my friends in my new home. But yeah, and I also got that random text from my brother who was like, take your time in college, you're gonna miss it, out of nowhere. And he doesn't usually just randomly text me, so I think that hit a little, yeah.
I'm gonna go off what Virginia and Nadine said, that like this is like my best friend group, because I think coming into college I never expected to find my best friend through ChemE. Like, I thought it'd be through other ways, but it's interesting because I think I knew everyone except maybe Wes when I met in sophomore year in different ways in freshman year, and maybe through like different friendships. But like now it's like, I don't know, like we hang out like almost every day, and I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I fear I'm just gonna agree with Simone, Virginia, and
What'd you say earlier?
Huh? Oh, my hair length. My hair has grown a lot. I got a really bad haircut from Great Clips. So yeah, see photos. But I met Virginia and Nadine and Simone when I had a really bad haircut. So yeah.
Actually, I met you in orientation.
Wait, yeah, I didn't think I'd still be friends with Nadine for some reason.
Wait, yeah, that's
like
true.
because we met during orientation. We met during orientation, so I didn't expect to stay friends. And then I'm very introverted, so I didn't expect to make like super close friends.
It's very
But-
ironic that you say you're very introverted because I feel like my first semester experience was a lot of you going, there's an event at this time. Come with
Well,
me.
yeah, no, okay, yes. we went to a lot of events together.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I'm very introverted in general, though. So.
Don't bring the best out of each other. That's
Aw.
amazing. Okay, on a similar note, what's your favorite memory or memories you made throughout your college experience?
If you say sophomore year E-week, I'm gonna kill you.
So I'd have to say sophomore year.
No!
It's one of them.
It's
to be
definitely
fair,
one
it's
of
one of
them.
them. Like
That's
sophomore
valid.
year E-week was how Nodin, Wes, and I were all officers in SWE at the time, so we got really close from that. And it was a lot of fun competing. I'd say at least myself and Wes are very competitive people, and I think all of us are to some extent. But E-week is a lot of fun, and I love competing, and we got really close. It was also during transport, so that was horrible, and the bonding from that really helped. But
Thermo?
I think it was thermo.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Michael and I were in transport. Virginia was also in transport, but I think it was
Simonia was on a co-op.
Yeah, so.
But it was really fun when you visited.
That's true.
That's
Also,
true.
I will say, hearing stuff about E-week from sophomore year spring was probably the only time I got FOMO. Because that was their, worst semester, and I was like, wow, I'm, living it up. I have no homework. But then I would see, it was also, the cowboy, the Western theme, and I was like, dang, I think I miss Texas.
Really
I miss
good
my
theme.
friends.
West turn.
We're going this
Yeah, we
way?
can go this way, yeah.
I'll say this past week, I think it's the first time, because we did a lot of senior stuff and just hanging out and doing very awesome things, and it was probably the first time graduation hit me, and I was pretty exhausted through all of it in a good way. It's when you're very spent from hanging out with your friends, but maybe your social battery is drained. But I was looking at the photos this weekend, and I was like, wow, that was really good. I'm just surrounded by so many great people. So yeah.
You're gonna hate me.
You have to say a different memory, because you all agreed.
Well, yeah, that's true. And I think also just senior year semester, I can't pinpoint exactly what, because we've done so much lately, but I feel this is the closest I've been with all of you guys. And also, I think before, at the same time, I would not, I wouldn't bother to go and walk to y'all's places. I'm I think it's too far. But now it's hey, I need cinnamon. Can I come over here, please, real quickly? And it's just the realization that I'm not gonna have this proximity anymore. Wait, that ties nothing into my best.
Yeah, I thought we were
college.
being
Right,
nerdy.
but you're right.
Yeah.
When we all came over for when it froze.
Oh
that
yeah, yeah. Wait, yes,
That was
good.
really good.
That was
really
yeah.
good.
And then we played the snow. Wait, that was a really good one. Thanks,
And
Chloe.
Nana made us 4 different types of soup, and it was really
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah, peak cooking and baking too. My favorite things. Which also, I don't know if I'm supposed to look at you guys or the camera.
Wherever's natural.
So yeah. But anyways, yeah.
I think every year there are a lot of things, I don't know. I like to reflect on everything and see how things change. And sophomore, spring, I don't know, I trauma bonded with my friends in transport. That was crazy. It was crazy, but it was good. I also felt I had to put in the most amount of work to get through the class, and I felt smarter by the end, as hard as it was. I don't know. I also branched out because I met people from outside of AICI, I made more friends with SWE and IEEE and all of that. And then junior year, I think, was just really fun because my classes, I had one semester that was kind of chill. I had 3 online classes. Thermo was fine at the time. I don't know how, but I don't know. So I feel after transport, it did kind of start to the load started to lighten. Everything was still hard, but I think I put less time into things, maybe, actually. I don't know. And then now, this semester has been my favorite because I'm in 2 classes. All of the work I put in over the years paid off, and now I got a job at a blind box shop in West Campus. And we're going on a grad trip, so all the money that I make at that job as my part-time
Blind box.
is going it's all going toward the trip. yes to buy blind boxes in Japan at retail price, not spiked.
Shipped
Anyway.
from China.
But yeah, so I don't know. This semester has been one of my favorites because I have so much free time and I can be more spontaneous. The last few years, I had to say no so many times to things, and now it's like, yeah, Wednesday morning, let's go do something.
Yeah, I mean, this semester, like everyone else is saying, we've just done so much. It's been so much fun. But aside from the generic answers that we all have, like sophomore year E-week and other things, I've really enjoyed getting involved in IMs.
Wait, will you really?
Come on, get it for sure, everyone.
No, IMs have been such a great time. I've played soccer, I've played volleyball.
That's it?
I think that's it.
Ultimate with
Oh yeah, I
one
played
semester.
Ultimate one semester, and then Chloe's trying to recruit me to go run in the IM track meet.
Oh my gosh.
So I'll go run and my hamstring will cramp and I'll fall over and die. But, no, IMs are a great way to get involved, and I think that's been one of the best ways to meet people, and some of my fondest memories come from IMs, even though we got second this year in volleyball.
No,
It's okay.
That's
also
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, I was thinking about this the entire time, but I really enjoyed playing volleyball. Like I didn't get to play this semester because I'm a poor old man, but playing last year with my girlfriend and all her friends was really fun, even though we lost a lot, to be honest. It was still really fun, because I feel like, normally I'm not that competitive, but like in sports, it's like I need to win. And if I don't win, I'll get angry. It's bad.
Yeah.
when he said competitive.
Say it, Chloe.
me and Chloe are very
You're trying to
competitive.
baby. You remember when I was on your IM team?
Soccer?
Year? Sophomore fall, yeah.
What about it?
The soccer team. I
Yeah,
just
you were
remember-
good. You were
yeah,
good.
same.
You were a good soccer
Yeah,
player.
thanks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But me and Chloe are very competitive. Chloe puts that a lot more into her schoolwork than I do.
Sometimes.
For me, it comes out when we play board games and things of that nature. And
It also comes out for her then too. It never leaves.
yeah,
Competitive.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Hand me the rule book. That's y'all do all the time.
That's him. I don't care about the rules.
because y'all were wrong.
That's true. He needed to bring out the rule book.
Context board game night.
Okay,
That's what you're saying.
we can go to the next question. What class challenged you the most, and how did you get through it? The size.
Well, the easy answer for I feel like everyone here is transport. I feel like that's the class where you do the most work, and it's like all nonsense, just deriving things and being like, what is going on? Like I still don't understand mass transfer, not gonna lie.
I still don't understand transport, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but like other than transport, I would say stats actually, because even though I took stats AP in high school, so I thought it'd be really easy, but just the way the tests in the class was structured, I feel like it made it so impossible to get a good grade.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll second transport. It's like the first real deep dive in actual chemie material with like mass transfer and heat transfer and fluids and things like that, to where it's like, it's just so much, so fast. But I don't know. I was bad about doing my homework, right? I didn't have from high school, my motivation was sort of lacking. I came from high school and I was like way too cocky about my classes. But that transport taught me, because the next semester I took thermo with Nodin, and it
You
taught
took
me,
transport with me too.
yeah, but we got a lot closer in thermo. But transport told me that I really needed to do my homework, so that's my biggest piece of advice, is do your freaking homework. Otherwise you're going to get behind and you're not going to understand anything, which is what happened to me. But you'll get through it regardless.
Yeah, I think also transport, but honestly, any Edison class I took was hard. Like I took reactor with him too, and it just requires a lot of your time, I think, which is the biggest thing. I think that's why being in my spring senior semester now has been so different, because I have so much more time. So yeah, honestly, transport. But I made great friends through it, because I think that was my best way through, was like making study friends and doing that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, to be honest though, I think I had already struggled with 317 because that was my first exposure to Edison, and it was just so much work, and I didn't know people there. I think that was the first time I had a class without Chloe too, or like a chemie class without Chloe, and she'd been my study buddy. She would tell me if a test was coming up, if a project was coming up. She was my calendar actually, so I was like, oh, what's going on? But going to office hours helped a lot. But yeah.
I'll go thermo. I think it was also like in a really hard semester, and I think my first time in a class without like a lot of like friends or like study buddies. But my biggest lesson from that is like you can do so bad on a midterm and still end up with a good grade. Like it's always possible, and you can like always come up, like you can always come out of anything in chemie. And yeah, like I don't know, that's actually all I have to say.
I think it's like hard to pick because transport sucked, right? Like Michael and I stayed up so late in like the ER. I was falling asleep like everywhere, but like I did fine in transport. So like stop laughing at me.
She did really good in transport.
Okay.
She became the tutor for transport.
but like point is like transport sucked, but I did good. Okay, I did good. Like I hated Ops 2 with my whole heart. Ops 2 sucked so bad. And there's reasons it sucked. I think some of it was like how the content was presented, and it was just like you like.
I think that was all of it.
You had to. I like read that textbook cover to cover. It was bad. I was doing so many problems. I was staying up all night before every single exam. I was exhausted. Like, Ops 2 is for sure I think my least favorite out of all of them.
That's true.
So
I totally forgot about that.
it was bad.
It's great motivation.
Now, you guys got it.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Win the finals.
Okay. Next one. What's one thing underclassmen don't take advantage of enough?
Oh, you start.
No, I can't. You
We
start.
just went this way.
Yeah, we did.
No.
Yeah, we just
Yes,
went
ma'am.
that way.
did? Oh, well, actually, the answer I had before was dining hall food. I know that's not, like, very academic, but, like, when you have to buy your own groceries and make time to, like, make your own food, especially with upperclassmen chemie course load, it sucks so bad. Like, it's so hard. And I don't think I, like, ate at Kim's very often at all my freshman year. I don't even know where I ate. I think it was Littlefield. But I wish, like, I had that, like, access of, like, buffet food. And there's always ways to make it taste good. Like, you just have to get a little creative with it.
Sauces.
And tiramisu.
Oh, yeah, the new thing people are doing, the dining hall tiramisu.
Yeah.
Make dining hall tiramisu. You got it.
I don't know if this is actually what they don't take advantage enough of, but I guess like orgs or genuinely like there's so many resources in UT. If you need anything, literally ask anyone anything, and someone will find something. I just said so many things in one sentence, but
Yeah, it's true though.
But yeah, I feel like I can tell you like a random resource that I'm like, when would you ever need it? But it is there, so just look for it. Like, no one's gonna give you resources, or in fact, they low-key do. UT gives so many random resources, you get a little overwhelmed because I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? But just find what you need, and you'll get it low-key. I don't really know what they don't take advantage of.
Yeah. I think in relation to food, I was thinking about this recently. Because there's UT Outpost, and they have like stations all over campus. Even at like, I'm part of UT 4Me, and UT 4Me gave me my laptop, which was like one of the best things ever. They recently did free professional headshots, and that was nice. Like, I don't know, I haven't taken advantage of a ton of their resources, but I know that they have an Outpost pantry in their office and stuff like that. There's a lot, and it's like, literally just free groceries. They have vegetables, they have mac and cheese, they have ramen, like anything you could eat for free. And so I think they even have professional clothing if you need that for So yeah, like Naden said, there's everything here. I also have a friend who their like laptop broke right around finals week, and then they asked for emergency funds and they got a Mac. I don't know how that worked exactly, but yeah, so you can, I don't know, UT has everything. So look into those resources because there's no harm in asking for something. UT can provide.
Yeah. I'm a pretty notorious non-asker of help. I feel like, or I have been. I'm pretty bad about it. But one of the things that, you know, as underclassmen that you probably should be taking advantage of is and Chloe said it earlier, and don't take it the wrong way, but the people around you, don't take advantage of them necessarily, but like, they're your resources. And like Virginia was saying, she bonded through transport and trauma bonding and everything like that. That's because I'm sure you asked, for help from the people around you, like, oh, hey, do you have the homework, or like, do you want to compare? And that's not only a key to doing well in class, but also a gateway to meeting new people who, might end up being your best friends. So, just reach out for help, for whether it be the people around you or, that's probably the biggest thing, the people around you. Yeah.
Mine is a little less heartwarming, but I think Makeda Lounge is actually really nice.
Oh, it is really nice.
Getting tea every day is actually so joyous when you have like the most asinine lecture that just didn't make any sense. And then you can just be like, at least I can make some passion fruit tea,
Or hot chocolate.
True.
Yeah.
And the free guys, I swear no other major gets free printing besides us.
True.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, so if you didn't know, the computer lab, we get $100 like every year.
Use it
just
for
to print.
non-school stuff. It's
Yeah,
fun.
you can print out anything.
Yeah.
literally.
Make posters.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, TIW.
TIW is such a big
They have
one.
sewing machines, guys.
They have sewing machines, laser cutters. You can make anything. We had a friend who made a pop-up cafe, and they like printed an acrylic menu. It was
really
crazy.
cool.
Yeah, it's really
Really
cool.
cool.
And if anything, they have like scraps that you can pay 80 cents for, or you can just 3D print. I made my sister a little stitch freshman year.
Really?
Like, yeah,
Are you
TIW is
certified?
way under. But then they changed the 3D printing machine, so not anymore.
What the-
Yeah, I know. But yeah.
Awesome. Those are great answers, guys. Okay, how did being an AICE or other student orgs here at UT impact your experience?
I think Virginia and I could probably start.
Yeah.
We've both been officers maybe like almost every semester of college, except like last semester, maybe. And I think it's been so great because it's definitely like how I met like my best friend at college, and in a way, kind of how I met a lot of my chemie friends. Also, just like not just AICE, but also SWE, because me, Virginia, and Michael were AICE officers, and then Nodin, Wes, and Chloe were like SWE officers. So I think it's great because it's just such a good way to meet people, and also like upperclassman friend, underclassman friend, like it connects you to people you wouldn't even have classes with regularly. And I still talk to like my AICE upperclassman friends they're not upperclassmen, they're graduates. They've been graduated.
Yeah, wait, I agree. It's definitely like the friendship, but also because it's probably gonna be said multiple times, like friendship-wise, career-wise, like being in an org helps a lot too. Like having resume help, connections too. Like a lot of times GMs, they bring in corporate representatives, and then you have a chance to talk to them. I never took advantage of that, but you should. But yeah, like there's so many things that are helpful. Again, it's the resource thing about UT. There's just a bunch of stuff, and it's definitely not hard to look. You just have to ask.
Yeah, definitely. I think very similarly to Simone, like I met my best friends, I met my significant other through AICE. Like I think, I don't know, I started my second year, my second semester of freshman year in AICE, and then I was like freshman rep, which Simone was the semester prior, and that was really awesome because I got to throw events for other freshmen and like get to know them, and I'm still friends with a lot of those people today. So like I threw a freshman picnic, and I like look back at the photos and I still know everyone there. And at the time I was just like, haha, like, oh, you're interested in certificates? Like maybe I'll do one later too. Like I don't know. It was so random. But yeah, and then I was CRC, Cultural Relations Chair, and that's how I got close with SWE, IEEE, AICE. Like it just can open the door for everything. And then being a part of E-Week, you do that even more. So yeah, AICE has so many resources, and it's been really fun to get to know everyone, upperclassmen, underclassmen, and give back in that way. So it's awesome.
And she was president.
Yeah. She was exec 2 years in a row.
We were exec together.
Yeah.
So we
were.
love AICE.
Yeah.
We love AICE down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was a SWE officer, which I guess is a little
He for SWE.
contradictory.
No.
They're getting rid of it.
Oh,
I'm pretty
really?
sure. Yeah, they're getting rid of the he for SWE position, but I was an officer in the Society of Women Engineers, which it took a little bit of convincing for me to get involved. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like that's sort of understandable, but you know, like everyone else has said, it was probably one of the best decisions that I've made. It brought me, to first Chloe and Naden, and then by extension, Simone and Virginia and Michael and everyone else that I've met. And then all of my other friends I have through SWE. And I am the memories that I mentioned before. A lot of that is through SWE as well. So take every opportunity you get to get involved in whatever orgs you can. I tried to get involved in AICI, but I was still a little shy freshman at first. So I stopped attending events. But, that second shot with SWE, come out of my shell a little bit more. Yeah, it's absolutely worth it. Join leadership, you get to be friends with all of the members and the leadership, people in leadership roles. And it's great for your career. A little blurb on your resume always helps.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And connections.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Conferences.
True.
Conferences.
Yeah.
Michael?
Very
Yeah.
helpful job.
I was in a lot of orgs freshman year. So I was in CSA, I was in FSA, I was in SACE, I was in AICI. So basically a bunch of Asian orgs in AICI. And I feel like basically all of my friends that are not in ChemE, I met through those orgs. And I still keep up with them, like my FSA fam. I have like great grandkids that I have no clue what they look like. Yes, like people in SACE, like even though I'm not active in those orgs anymore, the people I met through them by originally being in them, I'm still really close to it. And yeah, oh my God, I went to SACE conference last year in Boston. It was so awesome. I love Boston.
We've been to AICI conference,
Yeah.
the SWE conference, and it's such a great corporate resource. Also just fun, you're just going on a trip with your friends.
Yeah.
Wait, I also want to add, because beyond AICI and SWE, beyond career-wise orgs, orgs is the opportunity to do something outside of your major or something that you're studying. I joined Microfarm, and I'm still really good friends with the co-lead. I don't think she's co-lead anymore, but I'd always had an interest in plants and farming, but not really anymore. But not that I'm not interested in it, but I don't have time for it, or I don't put in time for it. But yeah, it was a great opportunity to do something outside of chemical engineering. Or I was in TVAC, Texas Visual Arts and Collective, and it was a place where I could do my artwork. But yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Okay, how did everyone's career interests change over time?
I can go first because they're all looking at me because mine has been crazy. So I came in very bio coded. A lot of it because my dad didn't get to be a doctor, so he wanted to live vicariously through me.
Oh, that's your kid.
No. Even through sophomore year, I'm taking transpo, and he's like, you should become a doctor. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I did research, I did nanoparticle cancer research. So I was, and when I applied to other schools, I would apply to BME. But then I realized, if I'm taking this hard major, I want to make money. So coming into junior year, I was in the mindset, I'm going to sell my soul to big oil and get my money because, I'm not suffering to go work in I'm sorry to all the EVs, but environmental consulting. And then I didn't find a big oil job. So I went to TSMC, and now I'm kind of just, I wouldn't say stuck, but I'm in the semiconductor sector now. So in freshman year, I didn't even know what semiconductors were. So it's kind of crazy that I ended up here.
Yeah, I mean, mine's probably the least changing. I have always known that I wanted to go into industry, whether that be big oil or chemicals, so my soul has always been sold. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's a very stable career path, and ChemE provides the skills and knowledge and, builds your gumption to go and work in a refiner or anything like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think mine is pretty basic. I don't know. My dad worked in oil and gas, so he was always kind of pushing me in that direction. But I wanted to be different. I didn't want to do regular ChemE. So my first internship was with Procter & Gamble. And that was because I just found it really interesting. I was like, okay, I can work with consumer goods, things that people touch. And I remember there was a conversation that I had with Simone and another upperclassman when I was deciding what internship to choose. And I was like, I don't know, I kind of have an itch to scratch for consumer goods. It was so weird, and they laughed at me for it, but it was like, yeah, so I'm like worked with Dawn dish soap in West Virginia, and that was really cool. I did like it. I like working in the manufacturing line. So then my second summer, I interned at BASF Chemicals Company, but on the plastic side. So it was performance materials. So it still wasn't like liquid chemicals type. It was like hard plastic, which was also still kind of similar to what I did before. So now I'm going back to consumer goods, and I'm working at Reynolds, and they make Reynolds wrap, aluminum foil, and like hefty trash bags and stuff. So still everyday things that everyone touches. And I think that's really cool. I don't know.
I think mine changed quite a bit, or it's more like it's strayed away and it came back. Freshman year, I chose ChemE. One of the reasons I chose ChemE is because I thought it was the most versatile engineering, and that I could somewhat help the environment. And then finding a job is hard, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll give like oil and gas and plastics a shot. So I did go into petrochemicals, and I hated it. I hated working at a plant. I hated what I did. So then I tried consumer goods. I also hated it. And then I also couldn't find a job. So I can't tell if it was because I hate corporate world or I also can't get a job. So I ended up doing grad school. But at least with grad school, I could help a bit with research, something of that sort.
Secret third option.
And it opens,
Yeah.
and it opens more doors career-wise.
True.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hopefully.
I think I was pretty consistent. I came into college wanting to do something very sustainability focused. So I did research in carbon capture with Mullen's lab group. And then my first internship was at Tesla and did battery stuff. And I was like, I think I like making money more than I like doing research. So I didn't want to go into grad school anymore. And then I also worked at BASF with Virginia. But it was, I did like car paint or like car coating. So it was also consumer goods. But I'm working at BASF full time. And like the thing I want to go into, like the group I want, is carbon capture. So nothing really changed. I'm sticking to what I wanted and hopefully it works out.
Wait, did you always want to do grad school?
In like high school and then freshman year, but then I don't want to do that. I don't want to learn anymore. I don't want to learn. I'm done.
Fair.
No, but you got it. You're the understander.
You
You understand to learn. I think that's so
I
cool.
understand it now.
Yeah, awesome. Is there anything you wish you guys knew earlier about ChemE?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Guys, Naden said she liked ChemE because it's the most versatile engineering. I didn't know that coming in. Yeah, I chose
I
ChemE.
thought Becky was the most versatile.
Well, it's one of the
That's
most,
probably
I would say.
Like, I chose chemical engineering, guys, because I like chemistry. Turns out there's no chemistry in chemical engineering, and it's all just physics and calculus.
Yeah.
So I wish I knew that. Would I have changed my major knowing that now? Probably not. I think it's still fun. But yeah, I was expecting like a lot more chemistry in this major.
Yeah, I'm right there with Michael. I really loved chemistry in high school, and I was like, I can either do CNS chemistry or physics or something, or I can do engineering and make money. So yeah, that's why I chose ChemE. But yeah, like it's not all chemistry and lab. It's a lot of math worksheets and physics and calculus and derivations and things of that nature.
Yeah. I similar to Naden and Simone, I think. I heard it was really versatile. Like before I chose my major, I was really interested in space. So I was like, oh my god, maybe aerospace or environmental, because I also wanted to do sustainability things. But anytime that I'd look it up online, it'd be like, chemical engineering is the most diverse. You can do all of that if you want. Which is like, I guess probably true if you're really passionate about it enough to seek out those jobs. But I think what I found is that chemical engineers are mostly process engineers. So you can work in the aerospace industry, but you're not necessarily like building the ships. You're making the ceramics that will go on the spaceships, things like that. So you can kind of work in it, but you're not like right there with the astronauts.
Yeah.
You're doing many steps before that. So I think that's what I've really learned, is that it's like all process, all beforehand. It's, yeah. So I think that's my biggest thing.
I think what I wish I would know more would be like career prospects or future career prospects for ChemE. The thing is, like, this is so stupid for me to be like, oh my gosh, I was so shocked that it's all pipes. But my mom had told me it was all gonna be pipes, but I was stubborn. So I just said, no. But what would I know? She's actually in industry and in oil and gas. But I think I would have like appreciated knowing more of like what you can do with ChemE. I think in college I also, a lot of like the careers here I see often is just like, again, like process engineering or oil and gas industry. But when you really look for it, you can find like consulting, or you can still end up in like environmental or sustainable career options, or like other options in grad school too. Just kind of seeing the future to ChemE would have been nice.
Mm-hmm. I'm like exactly like what Nadin said. When I told my parents I wanted to do ChemE, my dad was like, who knows? I was very sustainability focused, was like, it's a lot of oil and gas. And I was like, no, I was so stubborn about it. And then another thing that surprised me is it can be hard to like get out of whatever industry that you joined to like your first internship or whatever. I think my entire career path was a direct result of like the first research position I did here. And like thankfully it's what I wanted to do, but if you like, it's hard to be picky with the jobs that you go into. And so because I was very sustainability focused, I was like, dang, this kind of sucks. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to get a job, because I was so picky with my choices that like I didn't apply to many internships, and now I'm going to be jobless. So I feel like it's something that you have to like plan from freshman year low-key, like what you want to go into post-graduation.
Yeah, I agree. But I think you can also still find, like, beyond summer, you can also still find other opportunities through research. Like if you like cold emailing professors, they low-key don't care what you've done.
True.
They just want you to be
They just
interested.
need manpower.
Yes, or like be passionate about it. Not even like they just need manpower.
Yeah, they just need
straight
someone
up.
to work.
Like so there's still that opportunity. Don't be hopeless, guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Research on campus is always like such a great resume booster.
And don't limit yourself. Don't be picky. Or I know it's hard. If you're calling you out, Simone, a little bit. But if you're like dead set on like sustainability or oil and gas or consumer goods or whatever industry it may be, try not to be picky in the sense that you're excluding things before you've even applied to them. Even right now, it's extremely important. We've all gone through the job search, and we've seen how hard it is for ourselves and for other people. It's really important to try and cast that wide net, and an opportunity is better than none at all. So.
And I agree, especially if you're like early wise, having experience, like use that to build onto what you want to be picky with, instead of immediately being picky.
I think also something that I've been hearing a lot is like it doesn't all end when you graduate. Like you can continue to build and shape your career however you want. And I think something important, like Wes said, like as long as you have an opportunity, you can get skills that are applicable to any job that you might want later on. So get experience, learn a lot no matter what role you're in, even if it's not the job that you wanted, and take it from there. Is what I'm told.
No, I agree.
Yeah, for sure. There's always a way to frame yourself into something that you want, no matter what it is. And that's something that I had to learn a lot the hard way. Is like, I didn't want to either embellish or tell things like that I hadn't actually done exactly, but you should be doing.
I completely feel that. I feel like freshman and sophomore year I was underselling myself. When it's like, you could probably do it, but everyone else is just as experienced as you. Or inexperienced, I guess.
No, I agree. Just sell yourself, bro.
Sell yourself.
Not really. Wait, no. Be a little bit more honest. But like you can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's great. I guess to the exciting question, what are everyone's plans after graduation?
Okay, I can go first. I will be working at BASF. I'll be a PDP, which is professional development program, and it's rotational, so I don't know where I'm going to be first. They're going to tell me by the end of May. I'm very excited.
I'm going to continue studying chemical engineering at Rice University in a PhD program.
Yay!
No, I'm very grateful.
I'm going to be part of an engineering training program for Reynolds Consumer Products. So it's a 2-year rotational, and the first year I'll be in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then the second location I'll find out later. But yeah, so I'll be working with Reynolds Wrap and Hefty.
I've accepted an offer for a company called Bryan Research and Engineering in College Station, so I'm gonna be moving out to enemy. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Moving to enemy territory. But it's a technical sales role, so what they do, for those of you that are watching, you all know what Aspen is. They make a competitor called Promax.
You will learn what Aspen
You will learn what Aspen is. Regardless, it's a simulation software, so I'll be doing a sales role where I'll be traveling around and selling software and training people on it, which I'm actually really excited about. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and it'll allow me to make some money and be technical while also being a people person.
I'm going to be going to TSMC, so I'm shipped off to Phoenix as a process engineer in the lithography department. Basically, if you don't know, TSMC makes the tiny little chips that go into, or the semiconductors that go into NVIDIA and Apple chips. But yeah, I'm moving far away.
Explore.
Yeah.
Grand Canyon.
Across the ass Phoenix.
How far away is it from Las Vegas?
No,
6 hours. It's 6 hours. It's close to LA, Vegas. Close to a bunch of things.
Come on a Saturday night.
I guess a little bonus to that. How did y'all land these roles?
I low-key think maybe through Aki or something. Well, actually, I just remembered I'd plotted on BASF since freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them at a GM and I was like, wow, I want to work there. And then I think they pretty frequently come to Aki GMs. So I would just talk to the reps, and then at Expo, my junior fall, I talked to them both days, and I just talked to so many of them. Because they have maybe 5 people in a row. So I just kept coming up. And on the second day, they're like, yeah, we know. Yeah. they're like, oh, we already have your resume on file. We remember you. I was like, yes.
Every single rep?
Not every, but I think I talked to maybe 3 or 4.
Wow.
Yeah, but I knew what I wanted. So
But yeah, that's
if you know what you want, fight for it.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's so encouraging.
Yes.
It's like your dreams actually came
Yes.
true.
Yes.
I did mine on a whim, low key. It was how detailed should I go? Basically, okay, because I'm an international student, and so it's harder to find jobs because they need a sponsor, etc., and then the current situations, etc. So I wanted to have a PhD as a backup in case I couldn't find a job. So I applied to Rice, mostly because it was in Houston and I kind of wanted to stay in Houston. I am from Houston, by the way. And luckily I got in, so. Wait, but also experience-wise, I did have research with Dr. Mullins. I was under also similar. I was in the same lab as Simone. I basically took over her spot.
Yeah, because I didn't want to do research anymore.
Yeah, CO2 absorption, and then I also did emissions tracking with Dr. Allen. So I really like the emissions tracking one.
I interviewed him a
Really?
few weeks ago. Yeah,
Oh my
we talked
gosh,
about
I
nothing
love
but
Dr.
emissions.
Allen. He's so great. He's a cool guy.
That's awesome.
Oh, me. I got mine at Sweet Conference, actually. So yeah, that was super cool. I was just looking around, and I met a really nice engineer at Reynolds, and we just got along. And then interview process went through, and yeah, honestly, Sweet Conference, it was awesome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got mine at Expo. Spring Expo this year, I was the last one among all these folks to know what I was doing. But yeah, Spring Expo, went up and talked with whoever I could and managed to get a couple offers, thankfully, but ended up at Bryan.
I kind of got mine from Junior Expo, but their hiring process was like later. But I was an intern there junior year, so I signed to full time. How I found it in the first place is kind of random. I don't know. Like we've been saying, don't be picky. So at Expo, I was just talking to everyone. You know what I mean? And one of our Taiwanese friends, Eric Chen, really loved that company too. So he like gave me pointers and told me I should apply. So that helps.
Great, these are also inspiring, guys. Okay, finale, rapid fire, pass the mic questions. What way do we want to?
You can start with
Want
Michael.
to start?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Worst exam you survived?
Ooh, thermo final exam was crazy. I don't know how. I'm convinced they just dropped the grade because I have no clue what happened during that final exam and my grade did not change.
Oh yeah, you like never got the grade back, right?
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
think everyone thought it was terrible.
Oh wait, yes. Even
Yeah,
ours
even ours-
was.
ours was
Yeah,
bad
even
too.
Our semester.
But I think the worst one for me was the Ops 2 final exam because we already talked about Ops 2 as a class being
Oh yes.
a whole bunch of nothing. So that final exam just cooked me, but we're living.
We were looking at you and we just smiled. It was so good. It was like.
For me, probably transport, like, second exam, but I don't remember which one it was. I don't know. Ours went out of order. We did different. So maybe it was mass transfer.
Or heat transfer.
No,
Mass
heat
transfer was
transfer I
nice.
liked. But yeah, transport second exam I did really bad, and then reactor first exam I studied so hard for, and I thought I really knew the content, and then I got the worst grade I've ever gotten ever in my life. But I didn't have to take the final, and I passed the class, so it was fine.
Stats final exam. Next.
Thermo second midterm, I thought I did so good. I did so bad. I thought I did so good that I was like, guys, let's go to the lawn and have a picnic. And I was having a great time eating boba, and then I got the grade back. It was so bad. It was so bad I didn't even cry. Like, we just sat in silence. But it like worked out fine. But it was
Yeah.
the worst. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Chemie hot take.
Oh.
We just talked about this. Study or don't study?
Oh.
Unless you want to do anything.
I don't know what you do need to say. What is a hot take? I'm gonna take yours. Edison's not that bad, guys. You just have to do your work. He teaches really well. He might be the best, like in terms of actually teaching you. Like he makes you understand it, and you have to understand it to pass. Yep.
Oh man. Well.
Oh no.
I guess another hot take I have. It depends on the class, but sometimes, depending on the lecturer, if it's Edison, you have to go to class. Depending on the lecturer, you don't have to go to class if you do your homework, and if you don't understand something, go to office hours. Which I never go to office hours because I went to class most of the time, but yeah.
That's good. For me, I was told freshman and sophomore year that OChem was really easy to chemies, so I did not prioritize it, and I didn't do that good. I would like memorize and cram everything in the night before. There was one night that my friends and I, we were like in an ER room under the stairs, and it was so late. It was so late that we changed the time. What did we put? We put like a live feed in Sweden or something, like on the street, to pretend that it was daytime. So it was because we didn't go to class, we didn't study, like we didn't do anything. So I was just cramming in the content, and it's like all memorization because it was OChem too, and I got through it, but it was crazy. So I would say that like give OChem some time. Like chemies can get it pretty quickly, but you do have to put time into it, unlike I did.
It's very creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know if I have a hot take in mind right now, but I'll second Michael. Edison's not that bad. Just talk to him a lot. He's very
Don't
empathetic.
talk to him. Then he'll learn your name and we'll call on you in class.
That's true.
But he's also very empathetic. If you say, I don't know, then he'll just laugh and be like, that's fine. He's a very nice guy, I think. Yes, but he's just tough love, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Asian
tough
parents for real.
Mine is you can learn an entire unit in like 3 days if you're willing to just like
Not
ruin
sleep.
your next week after that.
Yeah.
Your next week.
Amazing. Okay, next one. Coffee or sleep during finals?
Coffee.
Sleep.
It changed. It changed. We were talking about this, but at first it was energy drinks. After junior year, it was sleep.
Always sleep.
Yeah, I'm same as Virginia. You know, when I was cramming sophomore year, it was a lot of energy drinks. Now I just sleep.
Amazing. Okay, most random place you've studied?
I don't know. Maybe like car.
Mm.
Like in the backseat of a car coming back from, I don't know, Thanksgiving.
We were talking about this, and it's not really homework that I did, but we were hanging out at Barn Springs, and I had a safety meeting. But I really wanted to go to Barn Springs, so I just took the meeting next to the rope swing on the ground. Yeah. My swimsuit.
I feel like Sweden, like
Sweden?
live stream, live feed.
Oh.
I have a different answer, but I'll go after Michael.
I actually almost forgot about this, but during plant, we had a presentation due, and I was in San Francisco, and Nodin and my other group mate took really long to do the presentation. So I stood in an alleyway in San Francisco before my dinner reservation, and did a presentation over Zoom. So.
In the video,
Yeah.
you were like, so this is...
Yeah, my eyes were shifting back and forth between the script and the camera. Yeah.
Mine's not that crazy, but I specifically remember during STACE conference being in the hotel so late at night, and there was Ops 2 homework due, and you know how terrible that was. So it was like after the job fair, and I'm just like, in the hotel room.
Well,
Oh wait, my real answer is the pit of a Beabadoobie concert.
What?
Yes, I went with Chloe, and I had a numerical exam the next day, and I was really stressed about it because it's like I had to do well, and then so she would quiz me on like the flashcard, like ODE 45, and I forgot all the
I had an exam that next day too.
Yeah, it was so stressful. We were like, anytime there was like dead time, and I was like going through the flashcards. But yeah, there.
yeah, that's very
Did you
funny.
enjoy the concert?
Yeah, it was really fun. I had a great time.
It was a great concert.
Yeah.
Okay, something you said yes to that paid off.
The kite festival. The kite festival. I said like, yeah, just the kite festival. It was an exhausting week, but I just said yes because I wanted to go with my friends, and it was really fun. Your turn.
I think Chloe dragging me to the events. I would say yes to all of them, and now we're very close friends, and I feel like that brought all of y'all.
Yeah, probably being in Aki and running for freshman rep. I remember I had already met Simone, and I thought she was so cool because she was freshman rep, and she was like, "You should do it next year," and I was like, "Okay." So I did.
Saying yes to the Kiefer Sweep position.
Oh.
Yeah, I got recruited, and then I said yes.
We're friends now.
Yeah. Same vein. The 2 execs asked me to be resource chair because they needed one, and I honestly like didn't want to do it that much, but I was like, why not?
That was so fun.
Okay, most UT thing you've done.
Do you want to start?
Yeah. I went to our volleyball opener at Moody, and I was like in one of the front rows, and I remember like cheering. I lost my voice that day. It was so fun. But I remember seeing clips of like other people reviewing the game, reviewing the tape, and you just see me and my friends in the background going, yeah!
I really upped my sporting spirit, and I went to all the football games this fall.
I haven't done it yet, but I've never been a runner. I was not athletic, and I'm gonna do Longhorn Run on Saturday, which is so. I feel like running is a very Austin thing. So
Oh, that's true. Well, to add to that, I've done Longhorn Run a Longhorn run almost every year except for freshman year, and I will do it this year too.
Yay!
Mine is when I was co-oping in California. I like walked into an intern party and they were playing like Texas like football clips on the screen. I was homesick because it was during E week, sophomore spring E week. I was like, oh my god! And the people throwing the party were also from UT, and we sang the fight song. Wait, that's crazy. What did you memorize it? I don't know it anymore. I think I knew it
Wait,
then.
the Eyes of Texas?
Yeah,
or,
the Eyes of Texas. Which is like kind of embarrassing in retrospect, but it made me really happy in the moment.
Really cute.
Can you do it now?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, well, that's all I had for you guys. But thank you guys so much for sharing your stories.
Thank you, Samantha.
And congrats on your graduation.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to The Communicator. If you'd like to learn more about UT's Chemical Engineering Department, then check out our other episodes. We hope to see you on the next one. Same feed, new insights.